Ever been spoken by Max Miller for the first time. Henry is always here. Good morning and welcome to the National Breakfast Call. This is the call that isn't all for y'all. Well, maybe not all, but it is designed to train, motivate, and encourage. And we hope you derive at least one of those benefits if you're here for the very first time and you're wondering, this is pretty cool. How do I join SLS? Hang around with us. We'll give you some more information about that at the end of the call. But for those of you that are here, make some noise if you're excited because today is going to be the biggest day you've ever had in the history of sales.
Let's
Yes,
go!
sir. Let's do it.
Woo!
Let's do it.
Well, I believe it because you sound so excited and so motivated. If you're motivated, that means you're going to sell a lot. If you sell a lot, you're going to be featured in some of the things we do today. One of the first things that we feature is a little something called bow ties and bulletins. This is something that celebrates the week that was 2 weeks ago. You made a bunch of sales. Those sales were recorded and locked forever in the annals of SLS history. They were recorded in a bulletin, and a gentleman in a bow tie is going to tell you all about it. Who is this unnamed gentleman? Let's name him. They call him the bow-tied one, but his birth certificate says James Whitley. He's our chief marketing officer. Welcome to the stage, James.
Good morning. Let's go,
Let's go,
James.
Go,
James!
Jay!
Let's
All
go.
right.
Good morning, Henry. Good morning, champions. Happy Monday morning. And yes, it's my favorite time of the year because I get to bring out all the spring bow ties, and it's all pink today. Anyways, hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday morning. And I love nothing more than kicking off the week by reviewing the week that was. So we must highlight all of those that had a fantastic week before we can get to the week that just finished Sunday at midnight. So if you're brand new, that's what we're reviewing. Once everything gets processed, it gets put into this lovely bulletin. And how do you get in the bulletin? The more you hear your name called, the better off you do. And in the front page, you got to get 5,000 AP or more. And boy, do we have some folks over 5K. So without further ado, we shout out all those over 5,000, beginning with Keith, Marcia, Oh, McClendon, Miguel, the boy next door, Lynette, Alicia, Loretta, Monica, Wendy, Alyssa, Courtney, Karen, India, Jocelyn, Stanley, Alicia, Jordan, Malcolm, Paul, Rama, D. Morrow, Myrna, Jay Cornett, Karina, No Breaks, Gavin, Trayvon, Echek King, Jacqueline, Rada, and in the 10K and up club. Shout out to everybody over 10K for March week 4. We got Miria over 10,000. Yvonne over 10,000. Desmond. Ray Sean. Cassie. S. Moore takes us to 11,000. Josh over 11,000. Underdog over 13,000. Molly Jones dropping 15,000. And quickly approaching Eric's record. We've got Chris with 21,567 AP. Shout out to all of the agents who had a fantastic week. Step 2, second page of the bulletin, is all of those averaging 5,000 or more. So through 4 weeks, who has 20,000 AP or more? Big numbers for Jay Cornett, Beverly, Wendy, No Breaks, Rhonda, Cassie, Alyssa, Balarama, Max, Tatiana, India, Miria, Courtney, Alicia, Underdog, Yvonne, Ray Sean, Alicia, Miguel, Gamalier, Josh, Haskell, S. Moore, Tremaine, Monica, JT, Black Lightning, Rada, Desmond, Chris, and with 77,968 AP, that's a 19,500 AP average. Molly Jones, great
Let's
job.
go!
Oh,
Good job, Molly.
Molly.
Way to go, Molly.
she's probably going for the record, James.
I would hope so, because nothing makes us happier than Shattered Records. Speaking of records, we got some top teams rocking it out. We got Region of Steel, 231,000. Cook Crusaders, 240. House of Diamonds, 346. No Limit Banksters, 537. And the only wild cards dropping 740,573 AP. Fantastic job, all of the teams in the leads category. Good meme this week. You need to work all the leads. Best I can do are B leads. Is that show still on? Anyways, in the A League category, Molly Joe, how do you have a big month. You work all your lead types. Molly Jones, 10 A lead conversions there. B leads are A leads that just haven't heard from you yet. Keith with 5 B lead sales. Jacqueline with 4. Existing clients, they know you, they love you, they want to hear from you. Molly Jones, 5 existing clients. Yvonne, 5 existing clients. And then referrals are the key to Henry's favorite word, perpetuity. When you want sales in perpetuity from one lead, you get referrals. And Jake Cornett, he has patience with all of his clients, and he gets referrals, and he had 4 referral sales. Shout out. String, foundation success here at SLS. If you watched my 5 a.m. video, which YouTube took forever to process, my apologies, but I reiterated that I had to get out of my own way. And sometimes I was my own worst enemy. Why? Because it was the easiest person to sell is yourself. It's so easy to sell yourself that today's not the day, this week's not the week, but you were wrong. Consistency will get you there. And String, foundation success. If it weren't for the String program, I promise you, I wouldn't be at SLS anymore. But Rory instilled in me that I needed to get a String, stay on a String. And when I changed my mindset to make String the worst week that I had instead of my goal, everything changed for me. So folks, that's what I'm telling you. When you feel like you can't sell your way out of a paper bag some weeks, and I felt that way, if you just fight, claw, scratch your way to String, then your average just jumps and your consistency jumps. And then you see week after week after week, it just gets so much easier. I promise you, trust me when I tell you that. But if you don't trust me, then take the medals and the cash. If you go 15 consecutive weeks, you get $200. 25, you get $500. 40 weeks, you get $1,000. 50 out of 52 weeks. That's right. You get 2 weeks of amnesty. So you can be sick. You could literally just say, okay, I gave up on myself that 1 week, but you get an amnesty, take a vacation. That's 2,000. But if you go perfect strength 52 out of 52 weeks, then you can get 2,500. That's why the boy next door and the classy closer have such consistent longevity here at SLS, because they know String at the very least. When you are consistent with quantity and quality, you too can qualify for the ultimate challenge. Top 30 pays out. And folks, it's a reminder, when you look at behind, the number next to your name, that is how far behind first place you are. But if you do the math, right? You heard Ernestina talking this morning. She's sitting here watching. She's only a couple hundred AP, less than 400 AP away from the next spot. So look at the spot above you and then work your way up. But shout out to the top 10 as it currently stands. We got Max in 10th, S. Moore and you see how tight these are, less than 1,000 AP. S. Moore in 9th place. Josh in 8th place. Balarama, 7th place. 6th place is Monica. Top 5, we got JT Black Lightning, Yvonne, Desmond. 2nd place is Chris. And after the month she's having with a impressive lead at this point is Molly Jones in 1st place. MDC Club, you got all year to qualify for that if you want to go where Drake goes. We're going Turks and Caicos, so let's make MDC happen. Saturday Sales Club. Folks, Saturday Sales Club, best kept secret. I don't want it to be the best kept secret. We heard Rory and Let's talking about it all weekend long. We got fresh leads. They come in real time as people are filling them out. We got web leads. We got live transfers. 38 agents made 54 sales for a total of 71,134 AP. And what are people doing during Easter or Passover or whatever holiday you're currently celebrating? They're still watching YouTube. Everybody's sitting there scrolling. Saw my dad yesterday sitting there scrolling. It's like, Dad, what are you doing? But guess what? They get advertisements. They click the advertisements all the time. So take advantage of that, but you got to be logged on to do it. And when you are consistent, when you have String and you have quality and you strive for it and you pay attention to your emails and you get the flyers, you too can come with us to LeBlanc. That's Cabo. But folks, if you don't understand, it's so nice. All expenses paid trip for you and a guest. Tell your guest, significant other, your child, your best friend, whoever, that they are coming to Cabo with you, and then have them hold you accountable. Accountability is the best thing in my life. I have people hold me accountable for everything. And if you need extra incentive, go watch this video on Cabo. Ask some of the vets that have been there before. It is a 5-star, 5-diamond resort. Cabo, it's unlike any place I've ever been. You have to be there. So use that as incentive. Step 1, get on target. Step 2, get on target for President's Club. If you don't believe me, ask the Ring of Honor. They go President's Club every single year. Look at all these folks. They would never miss President's Club. Why? Because there are levels to these bezels. Don't know what a bezel is? You're about to find out. 5K a week club. It used to just be String. It'll be 17 years in like a month and a half for me, Roy. There was no such thing as a 5K a week club. That's how the levels grow here at SLS. And now we got people doing 5K every single week, so they elevate their game. Foundation it's string, 2,500. Then you build the walls to your foundation. That's 5K. We got Molly on 43 consecutive weeks, India 16, Alyssa 13, Monica 13. Folks, you can do it. Strive for 5K. We got 162 weeks in a row, all-time record. It can be done. Megatron, I know he was working yesterday too. Speaking of consistency, 10K week club. Now we put a roof on it and we say, you know what? I can do 10K and I can do 10K every single week. As Grant famously says, first time you ever did 10K, it's the first time you ever did 10K. And we had some first time 10K riders this week. And once you do it, you realize you can do it every single week. And when you do it 5 consecutive weeks or more, you're going to get not only President's Challenge in there, not only is your paycheck's going to be better, your account check's going to be better, but then you get $100 for every single week over 5 that you go. Molly's on target for $800 on top of, those are good paychecks. They're good account checks. So make that happen. Speaking of all-time records, Darla did it 25 consecutive weeks. 25 consecutive weeks over 10,000. Imagine how much your life would change in half a year if you did 10,000 every single week. That's the best part of SLS. You can change your life in half a year. And when you do that, you're going to have a 20K week scattered in there. We've got 27 active members of the 20K club. Big time shout out to Chris, who just hit her 10th week, Rory, over 20K.
Let's go.
Great
Normally,
job, Chris.
Eric would have something to say, but I know he is pushing Chris to break his record, and nothing will make him prouder. Can't wait to see Chris get to 11, then 12. And then who else is going to catch Eric and Chris? It could be you, every single one of y'all. Then we got 25 plus club. I was talking about it this morning at 5 a.m. club. AP, it's not something you can guarantee, but talk time is something you can guarantee. And that's what I did with myself. We didn't used to have SLS Connect, so I had a 2 coffee cups with paper clips, and I could not go home till I moved all the paper clips from one to the other, and that guaranteed my talk time no matter what I did day in and day out. So, folks, do not give up on yourself daily until you hit 5 hours, regardless of if there's AP, because we know that the system works. If you work the system and if you get 25 hours at the end of the week, sometimes you hit 2,500 on Monday. Sometimes you don't hit it till Thursday, but when you do it consistently, then you're always going to have good weeks. Your pipeline is going to be full. Your referrals are going to be full. Your existing clients are going to be full. And we got some exciting announcements coming in that category as well. The Ambassador Club. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the Ambassador Club, and neither would the majority of our leaders. So tell your friends and family about the success, even if you haven't had the success yet, because we all have it here. And I'm so grateful to Grant and Rory for telling me about this opportunity. We're talking about records. They get broken. We're breaking records every single week. Can't wait to shatter some more records. The only wild card's 9th best week all time. March week, 488,624 AP. There are records. They are meant to be broken. We're talking about right now 5-month record, which currently stands at 86,011 AP. You'll have to stand by for a peek to see if that record gets broken. There are team records for weeks and months. There are all-time records all over the place. Folks, get your name on the record sheet. I promise you it is a great feeling there. Speaking of getting better, folks, did you know I have a YouTube channel, but mine's just 5 a.m. Club. It's me looking all crazy in the morning as the caffeine kicks in. I wear a nose strip. I wear a hat. It's a little bit crazy, but come join me there. But if you don't want that, we have a SLS social media. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. But most importantly, follow us on YouTube so you get announcements. So many of you all asked for the recording. Last week, we did a training on products, and Henry was spitting hot fire. And everybody in the comments was like, oh my goodness, you're going too fast. I got to rewatch this. I got to write it down. I wish it was recorded. Newsflash. Every single morning call is recorded. Every single morning call is posted on our YouTube channel. So here is that training right here. It's in the bulletin. Go click it. Go watch it. Go slow it down. Go take notes. I promise you, folks, you have to work on your own craft and improve and practice day in and day out. So if you need a little extra motivation, a little extra training, it's there for you every single day. You can go back and watch any single one. So go like us, follow us on all of these platforms, but especially YouTube, where you can see our daily calls. And when you do all that and you're improving, then your clients, friendly reminder, our clients need our help and they want our help. Shout out, No Breaks. He did an excellent job in explaining the insurance I was paying for. I understand what my children have and that they will be taken care of. He did a thorough job asking me if I had any questions and making sure I understood the policy. I'd like to give him an excellent rating. Shout out to Cheryl. Shout out to No Breaks. That's what we do, folks. Let's be consistent today. Let's be consistent this week. Let's change our lives for the better this week, this year. You can do it. I'm fired up. You should be fired up. Henry, back to you, sir.
Congratulations, no breaks for that boy.
Give it up one more time for James Whitley.
Mr. Whitley.
Yeah,
James.
Like the
Great
pink
job.
bow tie.
Thank
He
you.
is bow tied, and he's taking care of the bulletin. But there's someone else who came to work today. He started at 7:45 a.m. Many of you met him if you came for the first time with your camera on. But it's not the only chance you're going to get a chance to hear him. He is the president. He's the CEO. He's the owner of the agency. He is a man they call Doc. He's in charge of being on the top of SLS Mountain, looking out to see what he spies with his little eye. He takes a peek from the peak of SLS Nation, and he brings the news to you. Who got his attention this week? Let him tell you himself. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Rory Doherty.
We
Let's
got
go,
the-
Rory!
Massive welcome, Mr. Rory. Good morning, Mr. Rory.
Let's go.
Rory, the floor is yours.
Henry, thank you very much. I was impressed too, Greg. I saw Niall, no breaks with a shout out like that. That's impressive.
Come on, man. That's whew.
Okay, guys, we had everybody had a nice weekend. We had a well over $500,000 week as an agency. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a bit higher this week. I'd like to shout out some teams. Then I'd like to shout out new agents of SLS. Then I'd like to shout out anybody that had a really nice performance last week, finishing up March Madness. Okay, let's start with, here's a team we don't mention as much as we should, maybe. Let's start off, Henry, with the Donahue team, the Mark Donahue team. Mark's been here about 20 years. They had an outstanding week. There's only 4 agents on Mark's team. Eric thought he had the smallest team, but he doesn't have the smallest team. This team did 20,890.
Mr. Donahue.
20K.
Great
Live
job.
it up, y'all.
Great
Good
job,
job,
Donahue
Yeah.
team. Great job.
job.
Work.
Mark's known as the boy next door. They did 65% e-check, Social Security billing percentage. They had an agency leading.
He man up today.
Agency leading. I hope Mark's on the call. Agency leading premium per agent, 5,223 with two agents over 5,000. So congratulations, Mark and team. In 5th place, Eric Clay's Region of Steel coming in at 59,000 plus 19 agents on Eric's team. Premium per agent 3,109. E-check Social Security billing percentage, number 1 in the agency, 80%.
Great job, Eric.
Region of Steel has 6 people I'm about to mention, 1 over 5,000, 2 over 10,000 for the week. And I think this week, Eric will break that for sure.
Yes, sir.
In 4th place,
Thanks, everybody.
Zach Galloway, Nate Carrasquillo, the Cook Master Bean, coming in at 62,697. 34 agents on the Cook Crusaders. PPA, I'm sure not where Nate or Zach wanted to be, but 1844. 60% e-check Social Security billing percentage. 5 people I'm about to highlight, 5 new agents, 3 over 5,000, none over 10 for the week. In 3rd place, House of Diamonds. You got Tina Lawrence out there, and you got Steven Stedman. You have B Dunk coming in at 77,000. I'm sure they're not happy with that. This week will be better. 59 agents on the Diamonds. I think we have Greg Revnell back this week. Tina, it looks like Greg's back and strong. We have Sly back, so look out for the House of Diamonds. 1310 premium per agent, 61% e-check Social Security billing. 1 new agent I'm about to highlight, 3 over 5,000, 1 over 10. I have a challenge for the Diamonds, Tina. Let's see how many agents we can get over 25 hours of talk time. Can we get 10 over 25 hours?
Yes, we
Yes, sir.
can. Let's go, Diamonds.
10 over 25 hours. Okay, number 2 position,
Gregory, let's go.
the no limit banksters. Rihanna's group with TMP, Vioria coming in at 121,000 plus. 50 agents on the banksters, 2,422 premium per agent, 59% e-check, Social Security billing percentage, 10 new agents I'm about to highlight, 5 over 5,000 for the week, 2 over 10,000. And the banksters actually had the most agents over 25 hours of talk time last week, Matt. They had 12,
Woo,
12,
woo,
12
banksters.
Yes.
12 agents over 25 hours of talk time. I wonder if we can break that record this week.
Absolutely.
We're going for it, Rory.
All right. I mean, man, if you guys could get 15 or 18 or 20 over 25 hours, that's the key. But it's up to them. Everybody here is self-employed. Everybody's an independent contractor. Everybody works their own schedule. And people, they run their own, everybody's running their own business. So at the end of the day, it's up to the person. In number one position for the week, the only wild cards. The only wild cards led by the only Matt, the only Marquise. I don't know if he calls himself the only Nathan yet, but Nate Shalom. 66 agents on the wild cards. PPA 2,898. 56% e-check Social Security billing percentage. 11 new agents I'm about to highlight. 9 over 5,000. 4 over 10,000, which led the agency over 10,000. And they had 11 people, James, over 25 hours of talk time. 11, not 12 like the banksters, but 11.
Let's go, Wildcards!
Let's go, wild
Wild
card.
cards.
For anybody new on the call, we used to have a very active chat. I know we get people shouting out verbally, which is great. Continue to do that. But we used to have a very active chat. James, I hardly see anybody post. Remember when we used to have an active chat? Everybody
Monica and Wendy are in there.
Okay.
I think everyone now has these emojis. And so if you see them, they're all flying across the screen. People like that.
They like that better. That's easier than chatting, putting something in the chat. Okay. New agents of SLS. We call a new agent anybody that started in the last 6 months. So since it's now April, it would be anybody that started from October to current day, to October to April. We call our new agents future stars. I'd like to shout out actually 32 new agents I'm about to highlight here. Future stars, there's 4 levels. Level 1 is the 2,500 level, sold from 2,500 to 3,500 annualized premium for the week. Let's start off on the banksters. Bridget McClendon just started, brand new, 2,464 AP, 100% e-check Social Security billing. On
Coach BJ.
Go, Bridget. Let's go.
On the Cook Crusaders, Patty Antwine, brand new, just started, 2,601 AP.
Way to go.
Great job,
Way to go,
Patty.
Patty.
Great job.
On the wild cards, I'm going to be in trouble here, James, with this name. Chalamu, McShinley. I'm sure I butchered that name. I apologize. Because
Let's go, Mac. Woo, woo, woo.
You can
brand new.
Way to go, Mac.
What should I call him, Mac?
Mac.
Thank you for that, Mac. Good job, Mac. 2,839 AP, and guess what the e-check Social Security billing percentage was?
100.
100%.
100%. Also on Matt's team, Emily Coleman started in November, 2,888 AP for the week, annualized
Let's
premium.
go with those
Let's
8.
go, Emily.
Yes.
Also
Great
on
job,
the wild cards, Mahfouz Abdulkadir came back with us. Mahfouz started in February, 2,937 AP.
Way to go, my food.
Great job.
Great job.
Going over to the banksters, Keith Thomas, brand new, just started, 2,983 AP.
Great job, Keith.
Back to the wild cards, Layla Flores started in February, 2,974.
Let's go,
Great
Layla.
job, Layla. Bigger and better incoming.
Region of Steel, another brand new agent, Eric Allison. Isabella just started, 3,099 annualized premium for the week, and guess the e-check Social Security billing percentage.
100%.
100%.
Great job, Allison.
No other number.
Well, if the region has 80, Eric, I would think most people would be right up around 100.
Yes, sir.
On Zach's team, Sandy Edsel started in February, 3,240 AP, 73% each check Social Security billing. Nice week, Sandy.
Way to go, Sandy.
Good job.
On
Great
Eric's
job,
team,
Sandy.
on Eric's team, I'm sure he's not happy with this, but it's still a shout out at him. Adam Ventura just started a few weeks ago, 3,243, 66% each check Social Security billing. And I'm sure Adam's goal this week is somewhere up around 10,000, but I'll let him set that himself. Right, Adam?
That is correct.
That is correct.
Let's go.
Let's go, Adam.
See, you were off that week, Adam. You lost that momentum, but now it's coming back. And to round out this category on Matt's team, David Clayton started in December. I'm sure David's not happy with this week, but anyhow, you get a shout out, David. 3,282 AP for the week. And guess what his eCheck Social Security billing percentage was?
100.
Way to go, David.
I have a feeling David's going for 10,000, Henry. I could be wrong. Okay, Region of Steel. Future Stars, 3,500 level. This sold from 3,500 to 5,000 annualized premium. Again, these are brand new agents. I'd like to shout out 11 in this category on Eric's team. John Buckley just started. 3,000.
Great job.
Just started. 3,800. Was that John's first week or second week, Eric?
Second.
Second week. 3,866 AP. Sticking with the Region of Steel. She started in January. Dominica Flores, 4,014 AP for the week. 67% eCheck Social Security billing.
Way to go, Dom.
Way to go.
Our first Triple Crown winner on the Banksters coming in. He's got the premium, 4,229. eCheck Social Security billing at 65%. Bronze work ethic. He started in November. Nathan Hilliard.
Let's go, Nate.
Let's go, Nathan.
Great job.
I love those Triple Crown winners, James. I wish everyone was a Triple Crown winner, but they're not. On Eric's team, Christina Romero. Again, brand new, just started. 4,214 AP, 73% eCheck Social Security billing.
Let's go, Chrissy.
Way to go.
Yeah, Chris.
On the wild cards. Again, this is another one. I'm sure he's not happy with this week, but it's not bad. I have a feeling he's going to hit 10,000 this week. 4,288. Bronze work ethic. He started in January. He's number 3 in the Ultimate Challenge, Desmond Boone.
Let's go, Desmond.
Let's go, Desmond.
Desmond.
Boom.
Good job, Desmond.
That boom, boom,
Good
boom.
fight that second half of the week.
What do you think his goal is for the week, Nate?
I think Desmond's going to be shooting for 10K.
I agree. Sticking with Matt's team, Samuel LeGray started in November, 4,361 AP.
Let's go, Sam.
Great job, Sam.
Sam.
Good job, Sam.
On Zach's team, I seem to mention him every week, 4,364 AP. Just started in February, Malcolm Spencer.
Go, Malcolm. Good job.
Go, Malcolm.
Good job,
Malcolm getting out of the middle.
Good job.
No Limit Banksters, Nichelle East started in January, 4,557
Great
annualized.
job, nice shell.
Good job.
Great job, nice shell.
Great job.
And 69% eCheck Social Security billing. On Matt's team, Ulysses Valmejo started in February, 4,582 AP for the week.
Let's go, Ulysses.
Let's go, Ulysses.
Over to the House of Diamonds, Tina's group. Angelina Irvin, Tina, started in January. Almost at 5,000, 4,907 AP.
Right.
Great job, Angelina.
Yeah. Good job.
Matt, here's a young lady that actually made a sale on Easter, an Easter sale, coming in at 4,969 AP, 100% eCheck Social Security billing. She just started in February. Claudia Perez Toribio.
Let's
All
go,
right,
Claudia.
Good
Good job, Claudia.
Nice work, Queen.
Moving up to the next category. Can a new agent at SLS write over 5,000? Yes, the 5,000 level, 5,000 to 6,500 annualized premium for the week. Yes, they can. And I'm not going to, I know he rejoined us in January, Rihanna, but I'm still going to put him here as a new agent because I'm proud of him last week. He had a great week, 5,153 AP, bronze work ethic, rejoined us in January, Wade Wiesner.
Let's go, Wade. Great job.
Wade.
Yeah, Wade.
Thank you.
Rihanna, I think Wade should just make a goal to hit 5,000 every week. What do you think?
I absolutely agree. He can do it. You got it, Wade.
Can. Okay. Coming in, another Triple Crown winner, 5,156 AP as the premium, 76%. E-check Social Security billing, platinum work ethic. She is a worker. 42 hours and 23 minutes of actual talk time. Seems like she's been here forever. She just started in December. Her 14th week over 5,000. Talk about consistency. Her 16th week in a row over 25 hours of talk time. So if you want a goal, make a goal. See how long you can make a string of talk time. How many weeks in a row can you string together over 25 hours? All of that puts her number 6 in the Ultimate Challenge. Triple Crown winner, Monica Henderson.
Let's go, Monica. Good job, Monica. Set that
Go,
record,
Monica.
girl.
Let's go, girl.
2 Triple Crown winners in a row. Here's a young man that just started, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something. 5,885 AP for the week as the premium. 67% E-check Social Security billing. Bronze work ethic. Triple Crown winner. Just started a couple weeks ago. Amari McClendon.
Let's go, Mari.
Mari.
Bravo, Mari.
Oh,
Let's go.
Whoa.
Great.
On Zach's team, just started in February. Bronze work ethic, 5,980 AP. Keith McDaniels. Nice week, Keith. Way to go, Keith.
KD, another KD.
Okay, here's a young lady, just had her first week on the phones. So if you're new at SLS, can you have a good week your first week on the phones? I guess the answer is yes. Coming in with 6,052 AP for the week. Bronze work ethic, no surprise there. Just started, Liz Mency.
Let's go.
Minty.
All right,
Way to
Liz.
go, Liz.
Good job on your first week.
I didn't realize Liz had such a good week, and she's brand new. This is her second week, and I said, "What are you going to go for, Liz?" This is earlier today, and she says, "I'm going for 10,000." I said, "No, you better maybe 5,000 would be a good." I never talk somebody down. Go with 5,000. She says, "Well, I did 6,000 last week. My first week, so okay." Liz is going for 10 this week. Okay, Future Stars, the 6,500 level. This sold from 6,500 to 9,999. Can a new agent at SLS do that? The answer is yes. Coming in at 6,851 AP, Craig Hoyt. Just started in February. Guess what his E-check Social Security billing percentage was?
100.
100. Here you go, Craig.
Great job putting it together, Craig.
Oh, what's going on here? Another new agent. Just started in March. Was it Joshua Martin? Was it his first week, second week, third week?
This is going to be Josh's third week.
Third week. 8,791 AP. Bronze work ethic. No surprise there. Joshua Martin.
Way to
Great
go,
job, Joshua.
Yes, Joshua.
Good job. Good job.
Gosh, what's new with the cat?
Moving to so the coaches are doing something right, Henry, with the new agents. I like that. SLS All-Stars, the 6,000 level, sold from 6,000 to 7,500 AP. I'd like to single out 6 individuals. Let's start off with a young man. We met back in August. I hope he's on the call, James. August 2011. So that's 15 years coming up in August. Silver work ethic. We nicknamed him United Nations because his name is Mark Nations. Let's hear it for Mark Nations.
Let's go, Mark.
Here you go, Mark. Good job.
6,687
we stand.
87 AP. United we stand. Okay, finishing her week off on a Sunday with another Easter sale. 6,708 AP for the week. She started in August. Courtney Thomas.
Way to go,
All
Courtney.
right,
Courtney.
Courtney. CT in the house.
Let's go, Courtney. Courtney Magic.
Here's another Triple Crown winner. 7,264 AP. 65% each check Social Security billing. Silver work ethic. Made 3 sales on a Saturday. He did not make a sale Sunday because he didn't work. He was out catching snook. But you deserve it. Triple Crown winner, Andre McGuire.
Andre.
Good job, Andre. Great job.
That raccoon
Andre.
working, man.
Good job, Andre.
Good job.
Way to push through to week
Get them
10.
goals, get them goals.
Keep your eyes on the road, man.
I was a little bit sad this morning because I thought I was the only one Andre sent a picture of his snook to, but apparently he sent a picture of his snook to just about everybody in the agency.
I was super proud of that.
Okay. Here's another young man, also on the Donahue team. And we met this young man in March. If we met Mark Nations in August of 2011, we met this young man in March of 2010. March of 2010, coming in at 7,324 AP, 70% e-check Social Security billing, silver work ethic, Triple Crown winner, Steve Parisi.
Hey, man.
Let's go, Steve.
My man,
Good job,
Steve.
Steve.
Go, Steve. Knock on the doors, man.
I hope Steve's on the call, Mark.
I am. Thank you, Mr. Rory.
Steve, you're on the
Steve
call.
always
Man,
around.
super week. Steve, the bad news now is we're going to be counting on you for at least 5,000 every week. That's what happens.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. We met this young man July 2021. Seems relatively new, but his 5-year anniversary is coming up in July. Coming in with 7,366 AP, 93% Social Security billing. The alligator hunter, Josh Cribb.
Let's go, Josh.
Good
Fred.
job, Josh.
Let's go, big homie.
And to round out this category, coming in at 7,478 AP.
Oh, it should be done. Can you take it off the stove? Just set it up.
Definitely check that out. 7,478 AP. We met her in December 2021. Caitlin Ibrahim. How about that,
Way to
man?
go, Caitlin. Woo!
Good job,
Good
Caitlin.
job,
Way to go,
Caitlin.
Caleb. Keep going, girl.
Moving up to the next category, SLS All-Stars, the 7,500 level that sold from 7,500 to 9,999. Let's start off with a young lady that just rejoined us in January. 7,500.
Looks like you. You guys are twins.
7,562 AP, 78% e-check Social Security billing. Elaine Rosser.
Good
Underdog.
job.
Way to go, Elaine.
Where has
Elaine.
the dog gone?
Great job, Elaine.
Now, here's a young man that wasn't having a very good week last week, Henry. He wasn't even on my list. But he came in with 4,642 AP on a Sunday. Triple Crown winner. Came in with 7,682 AP for the week. Pulled it out on Easter Sunday. 86% e-check Social Security billing. Bronze work ethic. Triple Crown winner. Eddie Holloway.
Great job, Eddie.
All right, Eddie.
Good job, Eddie.
Eddie.
Hey.
Good job.
We did not give up on your week, Eddie. Super finish.
Thanks, Dan.
You bet, man. We met this young lady March 2022, coming in with 7,870 AP. A.D. Howard.
Awesome
AD
job,
to
Eddie.
the
Let's go,
house.
Eddie.
We met Stanley Williams the year before that, May of 2021. Stanley Williams, Jennifer,
There,
coming
man.
in 8,408 AP, 65% e-check Social Security billing.
Way to go, Stan.
Great job,
Stan, the
You
Stanley.
the man, my brother. You the man.
They call him Stan the man. Okay. 9,034 AP, 93% e-check Social Security billing. Platinum plus work ethic. She only worked 45 hours of talk time last week in 1 minute. It was a slow week for Chris Reese. Number 2 in the Ultimate Challenge, 61 weeks in a row. Imagine that, 61 weeks in a row, more than a year without dipping below 25 hours of talk time.
Alien,
Oh,
alien.
Chris.
Beam me up,
Good job.
please. Beam me up, please.
Okay. I know he cut his week short. He had to go to Atlanta, but he's back now. 9,138 AP for Sly Cade.
Let's go,
Right.
Sly.
Awesome job, Sly.
Way to go,
Oh,
Sly.
Slizzy.
Coming in with 9,546 AP, almost 10,000. Bronze work ethic for Big John Dixon.
All right, John.
Big homie,
Yes,
let's go,
sir.
man.
John.
I know
Hey,
you're eating
thank you.
breakfast right about now. Let's go.
Our only agent of the agency, I believe, that had 5 hours of talk time yesterday, Easter Sunday, 5 hours of talk time. And he ended up with 9,890, $110 short from 10,000. Bronze work ethic, finishes week off on a Sunday. Jason Cornett.
Jason.
Good job, Jason.
Way to
Thank you, Rory.
The man with a voice. Radio announcer.
10K around the corner for you this week.
Yes, it is.
I was really hoping for you to get that last 110, Jason. Man,
No,
I kept hitting refresh.
I know you did. I really appreciate it, Rory.
It's going to come through, but it
It will.
But it
Jason, you should have called me. I would have bought the last policy.
Dang. Oh, man. Now you tell me.
They always say that after the fact.
All right, let's finish off with presidential March Madness performers that sold over 10,000 for the week. Like to single out 9 individuals. Let's start off with Triple Crown winner. Perfect way to start off, Eric. Triple Crown winner. 10,155 has the premium, 72% e-check Social Security billing, bronze work ethic. Seems like she's been here longer than this, only been here since February. Regent of Steel, Radha Prasad.
Let's go, Rada.
All right,
Great
Rada.
job.
Rada.
Great job, Rada.
Rada, Rada.
Go, Rada.
Rada.
There's a reason that this guy does well, a real reason this guy does well. Maybe we'll hear from him someday. 10,302 AP. He's got great quality, 65% e-check Social Security billing. He started in October 2017. Seems longer. October 2017. Aaron Balderrama, AB with the AP.
Let's go, AB.
Aaron, great
And the
job.
tennis shoes to match.
Way to go, AB.
Aaron, you better slow down. You're number 7 in the Ultimate Challenge. If you keep going, you may win that darn thing again.
Must be the shoes, Roy.
Must be the shoes. And here's a guy I'm really proud of. Rejoining the agency in January, 10,796 AP, 81% e-check Social Security billing, silver work ethic. That means Triple Crown winner, Regent of Steel, Rashawn Cochran. How about that?
Rashawn.
All right, Rashawn.
Let's go, Rashawn.
Let's go, Rashawn.
Good job.
The new Rashawn, Eric. The new Rashawn. I love it. 10,852 AP, bronze work ethic. This young man rejoined us just last month. Antonio Cannon on the Banksters.
Let's go, Tony.
Let's go, Tony. Great job.
Good
Let's
job,
go,
Tony.
Tonyo.
That's pretty good. 10,852. Nice job, Tony. Okay, currently number 10 in the Ultimate Challenge. Another Bankster, 11,023 AP, 77% e-check Social Security billing. He just started in December. Feels like he's been here forever. Max Miller.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Good
Way to
job,
go,
Max.
Max.
Go, Max Miller.
Eminem.
On the wild cards, 11,430 annualized premium for the week, 71% e-check Social Security billing. She's been here about 2 years and 3 months. Shannon Amaya.
Go, Shannon.
Yes.
Shannon.
Oh, me. Oh, my.
Moving up to the 12,000 level, 12,091 AP for the week, 65% e-check Social Security billing, silver work ethic, rejoining us in September, Triple Crown winner, finishing her week off on a Sunday, Alicia Grazer.
Great job,
go,
Alicia. All right, Alicia.
Alicia.
Good job, Alicia.
Super week. Now coming in at 13,394 AP with her 17th week in a row above 5,000 of AP. That's hard to do. 17 weeks in a row without dipping below 5,000. She started in August, has been here about 8 months. Bronze work ethic, India Faison.
Let's go, India.
India.
Indy, I seen you get your walk in.
Now we had one agent over 15,000 premium for the week. One agent. And
I wonder who it is.
came in at 17,865. Listen to all this stuff. Her 44th week without dipping below 5,000 AP. Why not me? Why not now? Everybody set that as a goal. Nobody goes below 5,000 anymore. Her 9th week in a row over 10,000. That's 6th all time. 6th all time. It's the 6th person that's ever gone up to 9 weeks in a row over 10,000. The record is 25 weeks over 10,000. Can Molly Jones break Darla's record? Let's hear it for Molly Jones.
Let's
All
go,
right,
Molly.
Molly.
Let's go, Molly.
Awesome
Miss
job.
Molly.
Big time.
Good golly.
I don't even know if Molly is going for Darla's record, Henry. I don't know that answer. She's 9 weeks in a row over 10,000. Record is 25 weeks over 10,000. I think she might be trying for Darla's record. Henry, do you mind if I do a brief contest for this week?
I do not mind at all, sir.
I just thought of it right now. It got me excited. We haven't done it for a while. It's hard to do. But we have many people here capable of doing it. Is there anyone here on the call that feels they can do 20,000 this week?
Absolutely.
Let's go for it.
Anybody that wants to do it, it's just a little fun. I mean, it's hard to do. So, probably we can't have that many people doing it, but it's hard to do. 20,000. I will give $1,000 hard cash. Not times your 13 week percentage, just 25,000.
Wow.
Bang.
For the challenge.
25,000 bang. So what should we charge for that, Henry, to opt in? Should it be $25 or $50?
If you put it like that, let's do all in favor of 25, make some noise.
Me.
Yes. Let's yes.
Noise.
All in favor of 50, make some noise. I think 25 won, Rory.
Yeah, we're not trying to make any money here, guys. We're just trying to you got to get some skin in the game if you're going to go for something. So raise your virtual hand if you want to be in the contest for $25 to win 1,000 at 20,000 AP. We have Christy, we have India, we have Stefan, we have Shani, Andre, Wendy Epstein, Max Miller out of Pennsylvania, Jason Cornett's hot, Stephanie Moore, Greg Taylor, Alicia Grazier, Greg Ravenel out of the hospital. Woo! Who else is in that, Greg? Monica Henderson, Blackview Fort 5.
Get 30 hours of talk time and there's no charge.
30 hours of talk time and the $25 is waived.
Alicia Grazier.
I know Chris Reese.
Damn, Alicia Grazier. Hey guys, do me a favor.
Chris must be on the phone.
Do me a favor. Go to GroupMe. Go to your GroupMe and put I'm in for the 20K challenge. That's what Ellie's going to go by. Anybody? Victoria Lencheski, and I didn't put that new bill in there. Victoria is going. Molly Jones.
I'm listening to you, sir.
I know what you told me about new bill. I'm not going there anymore. And Molly Jones. So it looks like we have 10, 15 people in there, Henry. We may get more. So I'm done. Sorry to take so long. Back to you, Henry.
Give it up one more time for Rory Dougherty.
Great job.
Good job.
Roy. Hey.
You put your right foot in. You put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about.
What
You
you
do
do?
the hokey pokey, you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Anybody remember the Hokey Pokey? Make noise!
Yes, sir. Hokey pokey.
Public service announcement. Do the Hokey Pokey with your mute button. When it is time for you to talk, turn it off. When it's not time for you to talk, put it on. Because it's just a matter of time before somebody gives us unintended access to their life. Some spousal argument's going to break out. Some kid's going to be disciplined. Something's going to happen, and we're going to hear it. And you're going to be sad because you forgot to play Hokey Pokey with your mute buttons. Don't forget. Something else you don't want to forget is the madness of March Madness. If you think your team took the cake, make a little noise.
My team is the
well, we did get that.
Well, guess what? We don't know if your team took the cake or not. We won't know for sure until Thursday when all of the numbers are added up. So any business that is written, make sure you get it processed and finalized so that we can get final points. But if you'd like to see a projection, we will show you the projected winners based on what was completed yesterday. These numbers are not final. We'll get final results on Thursday. But if what has been written holds, here's what the competition is going to look like. Let me start with a little sharage. So coming in number 8. For this last week, the No Limit Ballers came in 8th place with $46,784 annualized premium. Coming in 7th was those Cooking Crusaders at $47,280. Coming in 6th with $50,555 was the Aces of Spades. And coming in 5th place at $56,384 annualized premium was the Ballin' Banksters. Give it up for those 4 teams. As
Good job, everybody.
Good job, everybody.
So we know those teams were not in the top 4. If they were not in the top 4, who was in the top 4? These teams made it to the top 4. Coming in 4th place with $57,161 in annualized premium were the Super Closers. Coming in 3rd place with $58,716 in annualized premium, the Big Jokers. Coming in 2nd place at $64,393. Which means that first place for both weeks, for the last week combined, is
what? Come on,
is the who's that? Wild Deuces.
Deuces.
Let's go.
What does all of this mean? It means 2 things. It means, first of all, if these numbers hold, our MVPs will be in 4th place, Elaine, underdog, 5K away with 21,181. It means if these numbers hold, Prada Rada will be in the 3rd place at 22,690. It means that Chris Energizer Bunny Reese would be in at 29,662, and the number 1 collector at the $1,000 prize level would be Molly Jones. Give it up for Molly Jones and all the MVPs.
Good job, Molly.
Molly.
But the second thing that this means is if we take the points from 2 weeks ago, which are final, and we add them to last week's points, which are pending. All righty? If everything holds the way that it is, in 4th place with 11 points, will end up being the Ballin' Banksters. Give it up for the Ballin' Banksters.
Go Ballin' Banksters.
3rd place will be the Big Jokers with 12 points. Give it up for the Big Jokers.
Let's go.
Good job, Jokers.
In 2nd place, projected to be number 2, Super Closers with 13 points.
Okay, let's go, Super Closers.
And edging them out, if the numbers hold, in the number 1 spot will be the Dunkin' Diamonds with 15 points.
Good job,
I'm wondering, Henry, I hadn't heard our name, man.
But it all depends on what's processed, right, Henry?
I was going to say how to make sure these numbers hold is you're going to be getting 5 saps and stuff coming your way. Applications need to get fixed. Whatever happens, make sure you actually get that business processed, because on Thursday we'll have the final count, final point total. If these numbers hold, we know who our 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, and 1st place winners will be. If, however, there is an adjustment due to process business and there is a tie We will announce that Thursday and give the rules for how to break that tie. But if you don't want to have a tie, make sure you process all this business and you won't have to get pulled into another week of competition. But every week really is a competition because we're all in a contest. Rory just added another contest, which is getting $1,000 cold hard cash if you do 20K. And of course, if you have at least 30 hours of talk time, that $25 opt-in fee is waived. But in addition to that, there's a contest always for our commission checks. And the best way to win the contest for your commission checks is to remember a little slogan, which you've heard many times over the years. And that is, the business that pays is the business that stays. That staying power of the business begins week one. That's why Rory was reminding you the first business that you need to make sure that it stays is what you wrote last week, because you got to make sure that stays on the books this week. So the process of keeping your business begins immediately, but it continues. It is an ongoing process. That process continues when we see FISAPs. It continues when we have lost business. It continues when we deliver policies to make sure the business that we wrote stays on the books. It takes place when we're closing sales, making sure we don't oversell the client. It doesn't matter how much you sell. It matters how much you sell and how much stays on the books. And someone who does a really good job of selling and keeping that business on the books is a young man who was featured at our convention this past January. He accomplished the feat of having the 13-week quality of 76%. He wrote a bunch of business, ranked high in the Ultimate Challenge. And there was rumors flying all across the agency, whispers in the wind. I heard he just was working his lost business and his previous clients. And people were whispering it like it was a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. That's exactly what he was doing because it's smart to do it that way. That's why we featured him to say, hey guys, this isn't like some secret mystery like Aaron's running a scam. There's no scam here. If you're running, if you work a bunch of business and then you work your lost business, that's exactly what you should do. That's how you become AB with the AP. Rory already highlighted he's been here since 2017. But you know what? The process of saving business is not something that you have to learn after you're 10 years in the business. It's not something you can't start till you're 10 years in the business. You can start the process of saving your business as of the first app you ever write. The very first app that you write, that's when the process of conservation begins, because in a perfect world, you'd keep all of them. Now, nothing's perfect, so we can't keep all of our apps on the books, but doggone it, we sure can try. If you'd like to get some advice on how to do it, who'd like to hear from the man himself who's pretty good at it? If so, make some noise and we will interview AB with the AP right before your very eyes.
Yes.
All right, AB.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've got Aaron Balderrama coming off mute for us right now. And we've got a couple of questions for him. Aaron, I bet that you always were great at quality from your very first day as an agent. So when did you learn the value of working existing clients?
Oh man, Henry. Pretty quickly, because trying to outright your chargebacks was not working pretty quickly, right? So learn the value within the first few months that, the quality business, like you just said, keeping it on the books is the most important thing. So learn that very, very quickly in my career.
Very important. When Aaron first came out, those first couple of months, not so much, everybody. Those first couple of months, Aaron tried to do what you probably are trying to do right now, which is just man down and just walk away from that app. But you can't do that because it takes much longer to write new business than it does to fix old business. So if you ever get into your mind, I don't have time, it's lost, I just submit it and forget it. Don't do that. One of the reasons here at SLS that some people don't work lost business is they have unlimited leads. That's an advantage that you don't have when you're out selling other places. So when you're selling other places, you're trying to conserve every single app because you're on the run from that $1,000 or $2,000 chargeback that can just destroy your life. Sometimes here at SLS, we're like, whatever. Once it's on the books, if it falls off, it just falls off. My reserve account goes down a little bit. I put some more business on the books. And then you end up with a 50% 13-week quality. You're like, what's happening to my life? Where's my renewals? So if you want to get in a position like Aaron, where you are making business, saving business, and getting renewals, then you need to pay attention to lost business. Aaron, as we walk down memory lane, when it comes to existing business, there's a form of existing business that we all have. Sometimes the business stays on the books. Sometimes it doesn't stay on the books. But everybody that we write has a birthday. They have that in common. They all were born one day. Do you remember when the agency used to disperse existing clients near their birthday in a little thing called birthday leads?
Yes, sir, I do. We used to get our lead packets every Thursday evening and go to our call sessions on Friday. And birthday leads were amazing. It was basically just the company giving us clients in your area that you were working that week with the birthday within maybe 30 to 60 days coming up. So we could utilize those leads to drop in on, wish our clients happy birthday, whether they were on the books or not. It was a great way to get an appointment with the client, or just give that great customer service to the client, wish them happy birthday, see the smile on their face. And so still doing that to this day, and it's created a lot of business, Henry.
I was just getting ready to ask. So back then, you can remember how having access to your clients within 30 to 60 days of their birthday enhanced your business. And I heard you mention right at the end, apparently you still do that to this day. Is that true?
Absolutely. I do it weekly. Absolutely. I mean, I know I've been here longer than most, so people may think that I have way more clients and, way more people to call with birthdays, but this is something I was doing from month one, month two, right? Just giving them that great customer service and utilizing the referral system, utilizing the game show, utilizing, their policy just add more coverage sometimes too. So I think it is a great thing to do weekly.
So what I'm hearing here, Aaron, is that when you are working existing clients in an organized way, so of course we got all these existing clients that are all flying around, and it's like, when and how do I get to them? When you can contact those existing clients within a month or two of their birthday, there's several advantages. Advantage number one, I heard you mention extra coverage. Sometimes you're talking to your client and it's like, hey, have your needs changed? Last time I spoke to you, you didn't have a grandchild. Now you do. You weren't married. Now you are. You were married. Now you aren't. What do we need to change in your world? So there's an opportunity for existing coverage. Also, too, there's an opportunity to protect your quality. Maybe the client doesn't buy anything, but you just encourage them to keep what they have on the books. Maybe there's another agent in there that's trying to sneak in and steal your business. You have a chance to address it, compare apples to apples. If there's a replacement that has taken place, you have a chance to do policy reviews and see if the client actually traded up or traded down and make modifications or adjustments. You have a chance to contact clients who were not on the books anymore and say, listen, get back on the books. What happened to that policy? And whether they get coverage or not, sometimes it's not even them that gets the coverage. It's a family member or a referral, because you said you have a chance to ask for neighbors and friends and others, or you have a chance to ask that client, who do you know, God forbid, if they were to pass, you'd be responsible for their final affairs. Oh, my brother, he's so irresponsible. Well, let's get him on the phone and get him covered with the same type of coverage that you're covered with. That way you can insure your savings account. Because right now your savings account is exposed. It's not, there's no protection for it. If your brother dies, there's going to be $10,000 snatched right out of that savings account. We can put a situation in place, God forbid, if he passes, that $20,000 goes into your savings account instead of $10,000 going out. So there's all types of benefits if you're working your existing clients, whether they're on the books or off the books, or whether they are in need of a policy review. And so we've got, I see Rory saying, hold on 1 second. I'm going to come to Rory. Aaron, any advice that you have, if for anybody out there that maybe they've been here 1 week or they've been here 1 decade and they're not working their existing business, what would you recommend to those folks?
Yeah, I've always been big with taking care of our clients, taking care of the people that have already given us their bank accounts and socials instead of chasing new bank accounts and socials. It's always been something I've done. Overall, it's going to help your quality. It's going to help your account checks. Like Henry mentioned, renewals. If you want to see renewals, you got to have some type of decent quality. So it's not your chargebacks that are eating up those renewals. My advice is, doesn't matter how young you are in the company or how long you've been here. Every client we write has a birthday. And when we tell them we're their partner for life, and that's something we'd say on every call, right? We're their partner for life. So when they hear from you multiple times a year, whether it be around the holidays, whenever our existing clients are released to us, or around their birthdays, that extra level of protection, like Henry said, just keeping the quality on the books because they're hearing from you multiple times a year, has done wonders for my quality. So I advise everybody to do that, even if you don't sell anything. I mean, the amount of referrals I've gotten out of just calling my existing clients, because everybody has life going on. And so we call our clients and they just had somebody that passed away, somebody, a family member, a brother or sister, whoever. And now they're thinking, I need to get insurance. So I don't always sell those same clients more coverage. I do it in a lot of instances, but getting referrals has been the biggest thing. And those referrals stick better than any other lead. Whether you get referrals or write them more insurance, I've always had them write down my name and my number again, just so they have that, handy, close to them, whether they lost my card or whatever it may be. But overall, it's going to help your quality. It's going to help you get more referrals. I've never had so many people call me back with people that they want to get insurance on, whether it be, like Henry said, grandchildren, or their kids need insurance, or now they have a brother that had gotten diagnosed with something and now life insurance is in their mind. So it's just something to do. Also, a friendly voice is great, right? If we're dialing and we need to jump over and call an existing client that knows our voice, that's going to be excited to hear from us. That's something I do every single day, whether it be to end my day, start my day, just taking care of the people that have already taken care of me. So I would stay very consistent with your leads, or with your business that's already on the books or off the books, your lost business, because there's a need for the insurance, and they got it from you originally for a reason. So take care of your clients.
If you appreciate this advice from AB with the AP, make a little noise.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Way to
That
go.
is
Way to
great
go.
news. Thank you so much. Yes.
Henry, can I make a comment?
Sure can, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, back in the Stone Age, Aaron, back in the Stone Age, I used to have a file, January to December. And every client, a 3x5 cards file, I'd make up a little card for them. I'd put their birthday on it. They're born in January, it goes into January, born in February, And every month, you probably have a better method. Every month, I would pull out all my, it's April, so I'd pull out all my Mays and I'd start calling them. Then in May, I'd pull out all my Junes. That's how I did it. But I absolutely did the same thing as what you're doing for years. That way, if you contact them a couple months before their birthday, you contact every single customer at least once a year. And the amount of business that I would have got from that you get from that is incredible. So I did the same thing.
Yeah, no client has ever been mad at me reaching out to tell them happy birthday, right? And even when you talk, every client we talked to originally, they always want to cover their family for more. No matter, if they got 10,000, of course they want the 15. If they got the 15, of course they want the 30. So there's always a need to call them back and give them another 5 or 10 or 15,000. I have clients for 8 years now that have 4 policies with me. Started at 10 and then we added 5 the next year. Yep. And then a year and a half later, we added another 10. So there's always a need, but I mean, you started the birthday lead there, Rory. Look, you were doing it,
I know
a few years before me, but it's still working. The system I'm doing though is Pioneer and all these websites all these portals that we have. I mean, if you just scroll down, it gives you their birthday right there. So I have the exact same method of at the beginning of the month, like April, I'm looking at all the birthdays that are 4 or 5. That's really my method, so I can reach out to them. And they're always going to be appreciative that you're reaching out to them to give them the cheaper price. Because if they do want to add coverage, it's cheaper to do it at this age than next year. So same system, just a few years down the road.
Yeah, you have a little bit of reason for urgency because their price is going to change, in a few weeks or something like that. But when you think about it too, Aaron, the only people that wishes them a happy birthday is who? Their family. So it was their family and me, or their family and you. Henry, back to you.
Yes, sir.
If you took the time, just like Aaron said, to go to each of your portals individually, and then go to every single client that you ever wrote, and then manually try to identify each birthday, it's a little labor intensive, a little bit, but it would be absolutely worth your time, because as Aaron has showed you, we forget about that sometimes. We forget about the value of the people who have already done business with us, or as Aaron refers to it, he takes care of the people that have taken care of him. So in the middle of your busy day, you might say, man, do I have time to open up the portal, pull up every single client that I've ever written before, sort through them, find their birthday? The answer is make the time, right? Make the time, because the time that you save through saving business, the money that you make by individually looking line by line through all of your people to find the birthdays, sometimes you got to slow down to speed up, like James said. So it's worth it as a project. And if you wanted to somehow organize those into a file, then that would absolutely pay off. Unless home office was willing to create a campaign where all of your leads could be consolidated in one place. And everyone who has a birthday could live in that particular campaign, and you would have a 2-month head start of anyone who has a birthday, so that you could start to work and always be 2 months ahead of your birthday leads. That way you could contact these clients. You could tell them how excited that you are that they've been on Earth another year. You can see if they need some additional coverage. You can lock in the coverage that they have. You can get the referrals. You can put business back on the books. You can have additional coverage. If home office were to put together a campaign like that, make some noise if you say, I'd use it.
Oh my goodness, I will use it. I
Yes,
would
sir.
greatly
Yes, sir.
appreciate it.
Amazing.
That would
I
be
would love it. I would love it.
outstanding. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, my stars and garters. Well, you have spoken, and home office is listening. So coming soon, this was a preview of a coming attraction. Coming soon, there will be a campaign that does exactly that. It will be the birthday lead campaign, and any of your existing clients within 2 months of their birthday, they will be there. It's important, though, that you don't just look at the campaign and be happy that it exists. You have to look at the campaign and actually call the people in order to make it work. If it does, you will reap financial benefit, I guarantee. So when will this program be announced? Make sure that you are in attendance every morning, because I have a feeling one morning this week, could be tomorrow, could be the next day, could be the next day. I have a feeling one day this week, there will be an exciting announcement telling you about the birthday leave campaign and giving you a tour of this birthday leave campaign.
Henry, how would that work? Like if it's April, what is it, the 6th today? So when that becomes available, everybody that would be born have a birthday in June. We'd start with June, Henry?
Absolutely. And we're going to have a tour. We're actually going to show you what it looks like very soon. But yes, it's going to work that way. If you had a if it was April, if June 1st is on the horizon, then all of your clients that were born in the month of June, you'd have access to them beginning in April. And so when this launches, we're going to show it to you. We're going to explain it to you. We have new scripts that you'll be able to read, and we're going to walk you through the whole thing on what to say to one of your clients when their birthday's on the horizon, to help get all the benefits that we talked about this morning. If you've been with the agency for a period of time, and if you have quality, good quality, you may even be selected to assist the agency to reach out to previous clients over the years for other agents. There may be some agents who are no longer with the agency for one reason or another, but their business is still here. We almost had that moment that I keep prophesying where somebody's going to get embarrassed because they're off mute right now. Be careful. But anyway, you may be selected to assist the agency with working with other clients that have been with us for years and years, but their birthday is coming up soon as well. And that offer, that invitation will be extended as a reward for your time with the agency and the good quality, the good reputation for ethical business that you have built. But birthday leads are huge. They're a part of what we do. So yes, live transfers, super important. You're going to get some business, make a bunch of sales. A lead, super important. B lead, super important. All the leads, the DM database, all the leads that we have are very important. But referrals are a part of that program. And referrals, where do you get a bunch of them? You get them from all the different lead types. But man, it's so super easy to get them from your birthday leads. So
Henry, can I make a comment there?
Sure can.
The reason Aaron probably likes birthday leads, he can come off mute and correct me if I'm wrong. And the reason I like birthday leads, if somebody said to me, you can have 20 new A leads that just came in that I don't know, or I can have 20 birthday leads, I would take 20 birthday leads every single time. I don't know if Aaron feels the same. But the reason I like that is because they already know you. They've already done business with you or our agency. They know they've already given their social security number. They've already given their banking. And it's a much warmer call. Now, when you talked about existing clients that aren't yours, we have agents that have been with us for years that have passed on. And if they have 500 or 5,000 clients, that's what we call orphan clients. We have agents that have retired. Again, they're not calling their clients anymore. We have some agents that have left too. So we have a whole, the second category, in addition to your birthday leads, is this whole drove of tens of thousands of customers that we have that are in those categories. We call them orphan birthday leads.
Absolutely. So as you can see, Rory is very excited about this program, as he should be. And the entire executive team is very excited because we know what we could do if somebody gave us a bunch of birthday leads. And that's why we're going to spend a whole meeting on this. We're going to, when the program is launched, we're going to spend a whole meeting on here's the birthday leads. Here's how they're developed. Here's how the program works. Here's what we would say if we were talking to them. Here's how they're going to benefit you. Because if you add this birthday lead program, if you add that to what you're already doing, your income is going to increase. Your talk time is going to increase. Your satisfaction and happiness with what you do is going to increase because you're going to spend a percentage of your week talking to people that like you or like the agency, and it's really going to enhance what you have going on. So this is just a preview. I mean, I could talk all day long about birthday leads. Rory could talk all day long about birthday leads. That's the reason he invented the program back in the day, and that's the reason that he relaunched it. Rory's the motivation for relaunching the program, and he got the idea looking at Aaron, who did a good job of working the program. So I promise you, everybody, you just got a raise. You don't realize it yet, but when you look at the program this week when we launch it, and we really walk you through it in a detailed way, you just got to raise something really good. I need to confirm the Uber Eats. Watch those mute buttons there. It's coming. I tell you, it's coming. I've been here before when people get fast and loose with these mute buttons, and oh my goodness, it's embarrassing. But anyway, we're gonna walk you through it. So sit tight. I know you may not come to the meetings every single day. Meetings are not required, but you might want to come this week because you don't know which day we're dropping it. And the day that we drop it, you don't want to miss it. And yes, you can go to YouTube and watch it like James said, but you want to see it live. Speaking of live, one of the things that we want to do is be having live calls with live people. And we want to do it as often as we can, because when we do, it generates something called talk time. A brief comment on talk time. Rory mentioned earlier, you are a 1099 contractor. This is your job to make this. I mean, this is your business. And if you work your business like a job, you get paid like a boss. We all know that. So we are not going to jump on your backs about talk time and how much you need to do, because that's something only you know. But I will tell you this. When we talk about having at least 30 hours of talk time, it's not a requirement. In some respects, it's not even a suggestion. It is a prescription. We've all been to the doctor before for a pain in the arm, pain in the leg, headache, whatever we got going on. If broke was a sickness and you went to the doctor for it, and the doctor said the prescription that I'm telling you is 30 hours of talk time per week or 6 hours of talk time per day. If you decide to take 4 hours a day of talk time or 3 and you don't get well, there's no surprise there because you're not following the prescription. So the prescription, the antidote for not having the money that you want to have is 6 hours of talk time per day. Just imagine that you're at the doctor and there's a bottle and it's got typed in that, you know how it looks, those bottles where your name is all typed out in that prescription looking language. And it says, take 6 hours of talk time per day. And you want to do it every single day and you'll never be broke. Just imagine that bottle in your mind. Now, if you don't, I can't make you take your pills. If you went to the doctor and the doctor said, look, here's what you got to do to get well. I can't come and take the bottle out your medicine cabinet and open up your hand and pour it in and give you a glass of water and say, you know, here comes the choo-choo, like we're 2 years old. I can't do that. Okay. Only you can take your medicine. But we know if we want to get better, we got to take our meds. And if we want to be financially sound, financially healthy, the prescription is 6 hours of talk time per day or 30 hours of talk time per week, right? Not just like with real medicine. Sometimes you're like, oh man, I forgot. You ever do that? You're taking some medicine, they say take it every 2 hours. You're like, oh man, I forgot. And so you take that makeup dose. The same thing can happen during your week. You can have 5 hours of talk time and take a makeup dose on Saturday or take a makeup dose on Sunday to make sure that you get your 30 hours by the end of the week. So sometimes it's not 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Sometimes it's 8, 5, 3, 7. But you need to make sure that you've taken the entire dose between Monday and Sunday to make sure that you stay financially healthy. Some of us have been doing a really great job at that. And for those of you that are hitting your talk time goals, some of you are getting nicknames over your talk time. Some of you frequently find yourself featured. James is saying, hey, we got these talk time warriors. If I talked to everybody doing 5, I'd be here all day, but we're going to recognize the ones over 6. But truth be told, there really shouldn't even be a such thing as the only talk time we should have. It shouldn't be everybody over 6 because everybody should be over 6 anyway. We should just be talking about the top 10. Does that make sense? Everybody should be over 6 hours just about every single day. And then we should simply be taking the top 10 talk times. The mere fact that we have to highlight those that are over 6 hours is a little bit of an indictment against all of us. So I want you to think about something. When you think about talk time, don't think about it as something your coach wants you to do. Don't think about it as something the agency is cheering you on to do, even though both those things are true. We need to think about talk time for what it actually is. It's the driving force for our income. I repeat, talk time is the driving force for our income. If your talk time is the driving force for your income, who should be more excited? Who should be more motivated? Who should be more convicted when it comes to getting 30 hours of talk time? Who should want it more? Me? Or you?
Me.
Henry, it's the only way,
me.
really.
Me.
It's the only way I really know how to fill up all the buckets. The checking, savings, retirement, investment buckets is to work the 6 hours. And some people are going to do it and some aren't. But the only thing is 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 20 years down the road, don't look back and see people that started at the same month that you started and they did it and you didn't. Regrets aren't very good. It's no fun to have regrets.
They are not. If you got 2 R words to pick from, regret and reward, pick reward. It's better to feel reward than to feel regret. And, you know, it's kind of like what you experience on a weekly level. If you're not careful, it becomes monthly, then it becomes yearly, then it becomes your life. So some of you right now, as we speak, you're feeling the regret that Rory's talking about. You're like, man, I know I should have did 30 hours of talk time, but I didn't. And you got some reason that you didn't. That's okay. I don't want to get into your reasons. I'm sure they make perfect sense to you. But the problem is you felt regret this Monday about what happened last week. But what did you feel last Monday? Did you feel regret about the previous week? What about the Monday before that? Did you feel regret about the previous week? At some point, you got to stop feeling bad about it. At some point, you got to do something about it. Otherwise, it's just weeks adding up of regret. And then that creates a bunch of bad commission checks, which puts frowns on your faces and makes you have to have long, uncomfortable conversations, either A, with yourself in the mirror, or worse, with your significant other, staring at you like, what are you doing? So if you want to avoid these uncomfortable conversations and trade them for looks of admiration, don't you want to be admired by your significant other? Like, honey, I can't believe you're making so much money. If you want to trade consternation, admiration for consternation, then make sure that you focus on your business. Get your talk time. And to do that, you have to hold yourself accountable. We already know we need to do at least 30 hours of talk time. This is not a news flash. The problem is when you get off of this phone and you are standing at your computer, you got choices you got to make, right? The first choice you got to make when you get off, are you going to go eat? Are you going to go work out? Are you going to go to sleep? Or are you going to go to the phones? That's number one. And then once when you go to the phones, are you going to go there with purpose? A lot of us go, oh boy, they told me to go to the phones. Okay, I'm here. If you're there like that's not really going to get much done. You got to have a little vigor and vim, or you got to be excited because the phones is where we make our money. We can't go there already anticipating bad things. I bet they're not going to be there. Hit the button. Well, I knew they were going to be there. And then you get sadder and sadder all throughout the day. Turn on that progressive dialer to take the emotion out of it. That's step one. When you're not on progressive dialer, you're every time I press the button, if I'm happy, I'll press it fast. If I'm sad, I'll press it slow. Take the emotion out of the situation. Put it on progressive dialer so that as soon as you hang up, another client is there and you're not there microanalyzing each lead. Suggestion number one. Suggestion number two. Once you stop microanalyzing each lead, and once you're actually talking to your clients in a rapid fashion, make sure that you're chasing PECs. You're not just chasing talk. I can talk to them right now. I can talk to somebody for an hour about absolutely nothing. And I can be like, ching, ching, I got an hour of talk time. Now, we didn't talk about insurance, but boy, do I know how to bake a good apple pie. So it's not just, I can get talk time 1,000 different ways. You get talk time by talking about the business. So today, a pre-EC stands for pre-enrollment conversation. The definition of a pre-enrollment conversation is an explanation of our entire program from beginning to end, explaining all the benefits of insurance, including a request for referrals in the presence of all relevant decision makers, to which you receive a yes or a no to your offer of insurance. Do that at least 6 times today. Okay, if you go from end to end, explain everything, requesting for sale or no sale, do that 6 times today. And by the end of the day, you'll have at least 6 hours of talk time. Got it? Chase 6 PECs today and do not end your day until you have them. If you want the cure to brokenness and if you want to fill your 4 buckets. If you don't, there's nothing I can do about it. Right? I can't want it more for you than you want for yourself. So I can be like, man, I hope they do it. But you have to, it's up to you whether or not you do. But if you choose to do so, you will experience reward instead of regret. And let me tell you, from a guy who's living a life of reward because he worked real hard his whole life and continues to work, reward feels a whole lot better than regret. Come on over to the other side. We're waiting on you. If you're excited because you're like, man, I'm getting ready to get some reward. I'm going to get my 6 PECs. I'm excited because my existing clients are coming to me soon in the form of a birthday lead. I'm going to work on my business and processes to make sure that my team actually wins the March Madness. And I'm going to win the most important contest of them all. One, I'm going to hit 20K and get that $1,000 cash. On top of that, I'm going to get a huge commission check because I'm not playing no games. Then when I say no excuses, only results count, I want you to say it as loud as you can. While I say the more believe it, the more believe, the more you sell. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No
excuses,
only results count.
Only results
count. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, Henry. Thank
Let's
you, Rory.
do it.
Henry, on the 20K challenge, everybody should go in that, because even if you don't hit 20K, if the $25 that you pay to opt in, assuming you don't hit your 30 hours, then it's zero. You're still going to write more than you would have written if you didn't opt in.
If you don't opt in, you don't have to. If you don't opt in, though, you're basically saying, I'm not going to do my best this week. Don't make the mistake of saying, well, I've never done 20, so I'm not going to put in 25. If you normally do 3,000 and that $25 makes you reach for 20 and land on 5, you've you've 10x that
That's
money.
what some people don't get.
Yep, you've 10x that money. So again, you can never enter any contest at all. But just think about what you're saying. If you're like, I'm afraid to risk $25 because A, I might not do 30 hours of talk time, and B, I might not make any more sales. Think about what you're saying. Forget the $25. Think about what you're saying about what you intend to do this week. Work ethic is what's going to make all the difference. So I'm not telling you to opt in. I'm just saying I would, because it's going to push you to the next level. Have a great day. Nope, better than that. Make a great day. Your day is yours to control based on how hard you work. If you're here for the very first time of